Bugatti said it was impossible. Their CEO personally went on social media to say so, but two YouTubers grabbed a garbage can, a two-post lift, and some spare parts from an Audi A3, and they proved the most exclusive car company on the planet dead wrong. This is the most controversial hypercar rebuild in automotive history. The car at the center of this story is not just any Bugatti, it is a Chiron Pur Sport, one of only 60 ever built on the face of this earth. Unveiled in March 2020, the Pur Sport was Bugatti's answer to customers who wanted something sharper, more agile, and more visceral than the already outrageous standard Chiron. Under the hood sits an 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, 16 cylinders, 4 turbochargers, 1,479 horsepower, 1,180 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, and a top speed of 217 miles per hour. But unlike the standard Chiron, the Pur Sport was not built for top speed. It was built to attack corners. Bugatti retuned the gearbox with 15% shorter gear ratios, stiffened the front springs by 65%, fitted exclusive Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, and added a massive fixed rear wing spanning 1.9 meters wide. The result was the fastest accelerating, most track-ready Chiron ever made. And with only 60 units produced, these cars typically sell for between $4 and $6 million in good condition. So what happens when one of those 60 cars gets absolutely destroyed in a crash? That is where our story really begins. The car belonged to Alex Gonzalez, a Miami-based content creator known as FXAlexGIT. The Chiron suffered a massive front-end impact during a stunt. The front end was crumpled, the airbags deployed, the iconic horseshoe grille was shattered, the hood and wings were destroyed, and the transmission was heavily damaged. Bugatti flew an expert in from Paris, took one look at it, and declared it a write-off. It was given a salvage title and sent to Copart auction. Alex was paid out by his insurance. Then he turned around and bought his own car back from the auction for around $1.9 million after fees. A steep discount from the $4 to $6 million these cars command on the open market. But here is the thing. Bugatti quoted $1.7 million just to repair it. And when Alex declined that quote and decided to fix it privately, Bugatti did something extraordinary. They locked the car's VIN number. That means no Bugatti dealership anywhere in the world would sell a single part to help rebuild this hypercar. Enter Mat Armstrong, the British YouTube mechanic who has made a career out of resurrecting totaled supercars. Matt heard about this crashed Chiron in October 2025 and flew straight to Miami. He took one look at the damage and took on the challenge without hesitation. But then, things escalated. Mate Rimac, the CEO of Bugatti himself, went on social media to address the situation. He raised genuine safety concerns about privately rebuilding a car this complex. He stated that splitting the chassis, which was essential to access and repair the broken transmission, was something only 2 specialist facilities in the entire world could safely handle. This was a direct challenge to Armstrong. And Armstrong's response? He called his dad. Together, the two of them figured out how to split the Bugatti Chiron chassis right there in a private workshop, using a 2-post lift, the wheeled base of a garbage can, and some creative thinking. They proved that the third most powerful man in the automotive world was wrong. Once the car was split, the true scale of the damage became clear. The crash had driven the engine forward, crushing a coolant pipe and snapping a critical cast aluminum bracket between the engine and the gearbox. Armstrong's solution was to 3D scan the damaged mount, convert it into a CAD model, and CNC machine a brand new improved replacement. He also sourced 2 replacement airbags from an Audi A3, which turned out to be completely compatible with the Bugatti, and because the car has not 1, Not 2, but 10 radiators, his team custom-built replacements from scratch. Then came a moment that the whole automotive internet had been waiting for. The car fired up. The rebuilt Chiron Pur Sport started for the first time since the crash. Armstrong had even sent the original exhaust off to Valvetronic for scanning. And a custom bespoke system gave the W16 an even deeper, throatier sound than it had before. This whole saga raises a genuinely fascinating question that goes beyond the drama and the YouTube views. Who actually owns a car? If you buy something and your insurance pays you out after an accident and you then buy it back at auction, do you not have the right to repair it however you choose? Bugatti's position is about safety. They make a valid point. We are talking about a 1,500 horsepower machine. If something is not put back together correctly, the consequences could be catastrophic, not just for the driver, but for anyone nearby. But Armstrong and Alex have not been reckless. They checked the carbon fiber tub carefully for structural damage and confirmed it was safe to proceed. They engineered solutions where no parts existed. They reached out to Rimac directly and asked for a meeting halfway on sourcing components. There is a real right-to-repair conversation happening here, wrapped inside one of the most compelling automotive stories of the decade. The car is not fully roadworthy yet. There is still work to be done. But the progress is remarkable. What started as a write-off, a blacklisted VN, and a company telling two creators that what they wanted to do was simply impossible, has turned into one of the greatest underdog stories in automotive YouTube history. Bugatti builds some of the most complex, most beautiful, most powerful machines ever created by human hands. Their attention to safety and quality is legitimate and admirable. But Mat Armstrong and Alex Gonzalez have shown something equally powerful. That passion, ingenuity, and pure determination can achieve things that even the mightiest corporations say cannot be done. Whether you are rooting for Armstrong and Alex, or you think Bugatti had every right to walk away from this project, one thing is certain. This is automotive storytelling at its absolute finest. A $6 million hypercar, a locked VIN, a CEO watching from the comments section, and two guys with a garbage can who just refuse to quit. If you want to follow every twist in this saga, hit subscribe because this story is far from over. Drop your take in the comments. Are they heroes or are they crazy? Both? Let us know.